Hi, YouTube family. I couldn't get it out. Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. It is time for curls. It is time for scoop. Before we get started, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate the comments because I go through them. I always say we can agree to disagree, and it's okay. But if you call me a name, I'm going to snatch you up. And you're going to find out that, oh, yeah, she do be reading the comments. You don't have to name call. I'm telling you, you don't have to name call. You can respectfully disagree. To those who disagreed, I'm not condoning no damn violence. I love Will. I love Chris. It was wrong, and I said it was wrong. Yes, I gave different scenarios onto why or how it all came to be, this storm that wound up being the slap heard around the world. Will has apologized. Is it too little, too late? Did he wait too long? Should he have apologized when he won that Academy Award? The Academy Award's going to have an action. I don't think they're going to take the Academy Award from him, because then you're going to have to take Harvey Weinstein and everybody else. So they may ban him. They may ban him from attending. When I say, will this hurt his career? What I mean by that statement, he's got another big movie coming out, Emancipation. This is a movie that he put so much love into. Another, they say, Oscar-worthy performance, but he could be overlooked because they want to go sit over there. Jada, his wife, has spoken, said it's time for healing, and I'm for it. They probably need to go and take a long vacation, like Will's mom suggested. All parties involved. It was just so unfortunate. And yes, I will keep saying, I wish it never happened, because I wish on that night of his biggest career that this did not happen. He and Chris have not spoken. Chris has not made a statement. I think he's going to make them statements on that comedy tour. He's going to be in Atlantic City at the Borgata. They say his sales, because he's going on his own tour, and then he's going on another tour with Kevin Hart. They're going to do like the New York area. I think he's going to lay it all out. His brother, Tony Rock, is part of his writing team. I think he's going to let it out all there and watch it turn into a special somewhere that we'll get a chance to see. It was very unfortunate. A lot of people don't think he was sincere. A lot of people probably won't really feel it until maybe these two men get together. Maybe they will. Will they do it privately? Will they do it publicly? It was a bad incident. A bad incident. Violence is not the way. And then to just do something out of character on the biggest night of your career. A lot of people said he wasn't thinking about the ramifications, and the ramifications are deep. You got people over here, they hate him, they'll never support him again. Then you have people over here that are going to keep him in prayer. The only person that can lead you out of this is God. For when in your darkest moments, and you need somebody to talk to, sometimes it ain't man that you should talk to. You should talk to God. There's a lesson on various lessons in this, but he is the only one who could teach you and maybe show you the way. Do you have to get rid of people in your life? Because sometimes you got to let some things go because they're not good for you. And they're not going where you are eventually going. Everybody ain't good for you. And it's hard to let people go. It is. But everybody ain't good for you. We can agree to disagree. But don't be doing that, because I pray on that other side of me all the time. We can agree to disagree, and we can talk it out. Don't know what the outcome is. This slap is still being played out every day. let's talk about some other things that happened during the Academy Awards. Here in Philadelphia, we have a football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's owned by a guy, Jeffrey Lurie. Questlove, West Philly. He won the documentary for Summer of Soul. Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, was the executive producer of Summer of Soul. He got an Oscar too. If you haven't watched Summer of Soul, watch it. One event that happened during the Academy Awards, we didn't get to see Samuel L. Jackson get his honorary Oscar. It was a moment, it was a picture of him and Denzel hugging each other in joy. Samuel L. Jackson has had the most amazing career, and I wish we could have seen that on TV. But the picture is kind of like gone viral, and watching the two, I've got some great news to share about Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson is headed to Broadway. He ain't been in Broadway on the Broadway stage in 10 years. He and his wife of 41 years, LaTanya Richardson, they're doing The Piano Lesson. His wife is directing it. She is the first woman to direct an August Wilson play, because that's what The Piano Lesson is. He's going to be in it with John David Washington, Denzel's son, Danielle Brooks, fresh off of The Color Purple movie musical. The Piano Lesson is about a brother and sister. The year was 1936 in Pittsburgh, and they are fighting over the family heirloom, which is a piano. Not just a piano. It's a piano that has their ancestors' faces carved into the piano, and who's going to get it? It hits the Broadway stage this fall, but that's what you do after you win an honorary Academy Award. And great, just news, great news for Samuel L. Jackson. Beyonce had all the bling in the world. How much do you think it cost? She was wearing $9 million worth of jewelry, from the earrings to the bangles to the rings. Yes, Beyonce was blinged out. Filming is wrapped up on Black Panther 2. I think despite all of the setbacks, everything with Letitia, right? This movie, I think, is going to come out on time. Filming took place in Boston. She got injured. She suffered a concussion. Filming in Atlanta. Final filming in Puerto Rico. Angela Bassett said on Ellen DeGeneres that, whoo, this movie's going to blow you away. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. It hits theaters in November. I don't want to miss anything. Mike Epps, his new Netflix special, Indiana Mike, is streaming now on Netflix. The Grammys are this Sunday. Now, y'all probably saying, we sick of award shows. Trevor Noah is hosting on CBS. I'm kind of like, I want to see Jasmine Sullivan win, but I'm really annoyed that the Grammys have cut the R&B portion and we don't get to see it. I'm like, why is R&B getting dissed? I don't want to see some of these new people. I don't know who they are. So I'm going to come up with more. I know Billie Eilish is performing. I like her. BTS is performing. But I said, well, who else? Is it anybody that I play? I would love to see Jasmine. But that, the Grammys are on Sunday. The Whitney Houston CBS special, that is on Saturday night. Boy George, can we go back to the 80s? Do you really want to hurt me? I'll tumble for you. Boy George and Culture Club, they were huge in the 80s, particularly with Boy George. His very unique voice, his own style. They break up, they get back together. Before the pandemic, they did this tour in 2018, and they're saying that Boy George was ripping off band members to the tune of $300,000. In other pop news, Genesis. Phil Collins. Phil Collins joined Genesis in 1975. Before that, Peter Gabriel was the front man. Well, when Phil Collins took over, the group took it to another level. In the Air Tonight and various other songs. Genesis and Phil Collins, they just got great songs. Phil Collins has also had a great solo career. He has been having health challenges and he has suffered nerve damage in his hands, which keeps him from being the famed drummer that he was. The group has decided to retire. And let's keep the band and Phil Collins in prayer as he gets his life or his health together. I think I got some baby news for you guys. Last summer, Insecure star Issa Rae went to Paris, got married, beautiful photos. Word has it that she's pregnant. Now, I ain't bragging, but when I said about Rihanna, she was pregnant, so don't be surprised. And you'll be like, our auntie told us this, but I think Issa Rae is going to be a mommy. Let's get back to Richard Williams. Will Smith played him in the movie King Richard. Here's an update on Richard Williams. He's 80 years old. He's suffered several strokes. He's also battling dementia. Years ago, he married a much younger woman. Lakeisha Williams, much younger than him. I was with them years ago because they were in the studio. They have a 9-year-old son, but when that little boy was a baby, he spilled pretzels all over the floor. And I was like, because we ain't supposed to have food in the studio. I said, how am I going to explain this? This kid's got these pretzels. She wasn't paying, the little boy no mind. Richard Williams was like, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. She was paying nobody any mind. She was caressing her pocketbook. This all played out in front of me. So, nothing that she does surprises me. They broke up. She was trying to scam some money and all this other stuff. Well, Lakeisha went to court, told the judge, stop the divorce. This marriage can be fixed. We're going to be fine. And the sex is great. Really? He's had several strokes. He's got dementia. Y'all having great sex? This girl is smelling money. You know she don't want that divorce stopped. Because if he would have died, she going to see what she can get. You know, and they got a child, so she's going to have to probably get something. But she smells the money. You can always tell them slick type. You could spot them. You could spot them a mile away. Now, all of a sudden, y'all ain't been together in years, and you're going to go to the judge. Our sex life is great. This marriage can be fixed. And Venus and Serena, go get your dad. Go take care of them. Go get them. Wesley Snipes. I got a whole bunch of stories here. He didn't look well at the Academy Awards, did he? He was real skinny. Let's hope that he's okay. Dr. Oz. He is running for senator in my state of Pennsylvania. The ads, they tearing him up in these ads. And when you see his ads, you're like, where does Dr. Oz come from? Well, Dr. Oz, former staff members are talking. They said he left them jobless, depressed. They had no warning. They were not prepared for him to walk away from that show after 13 years to enter politics. On a final note, Anthony Anderson. That wife done had enough. They've been married for 22 years. And five years ago, she filed for divorce. Anthony Anderson must have went to listen to some Johnny Taylor records. It's cheaper to keep her. Well, she's tired. She tired of him. And she's like, I'm out. I want a divorce. She gonna get paid. They got kids. They've been married 22 years. California. Anthony Anderson, I know you're doing Law and Order. You're wrapping up Blackish. But that Johnny Taylor record is so true. It's cheaper to keep her. Can he keep her this time? Because something went down. Something happened. And she is like, I've had enough. I'm out. I want out of this marriage. I know it was a lot. It was a lot of faces today. Y'all know that I love to act out. And I'm just going to make sure that we have not. I got to go. Because it's like that. And we just have to like wrap up things and go. But thank you. I appreciate you guys, and I do. I really do. And we can disagree. But if you step out of line and call me a name, you getting it. You're going to get it. I'm over 50 and menopausal, and we're not doing all that. We're just not doing all that. We can agree to disagree. You don't have to have an argument. Thank you. I love y'all. It's not cute not knowing. I was so excited. Let's do the hug. Wait. Radical candor. I be doing so many reports, I be forgetting. So if I didn't do it then, there's the hug. Because we be needing a hug even when my mind plays tricks on me and I forget. Thanks so much for joining me. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.